Hey guys, I am in sunny and sandy Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. On vacation, so I'm not going to have a whole lot of photos to show you. These will mostly be personal photos for myself and my family. But I thought I'd share with you today some travel tips, some accessories that I take with me pretty much everywhere I go, but especially important in climates like the beach, where there's a lot of sand and some bad stuff that could affect your gear. And so I'll share with you some things that I bring to help protect my gear and keep it from the elements. Okay guys, so one of the most important accessories that I take with me is the rocket blower from Giotto's. I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce it, but I think this is a large size blower. They come in multiple sizes, and so basically it's a bulb and it's got a little opening here, and it's great for removing dust, sand, and other types of particles that may accumulate on your lenses or on your actual sensor of the camera. Next up, I also carry a lens pen DSLR Pro kit. You can buy individual pens, or as a kit here, it comes with a little carrier that's made of fabric, and you can use this fabric to actually wipe your lenses down. Inside there's 3 different pens. There's one for your lens, one for your filters, and one for your viewfinder. And then with each of these pens, they're designed similarly. They've got a brush, so you can after you loosen the particles with your blower, you can use this to dust off any stubborn particles. They also come with on the other side of these pens a little cleaning tip that uses some carbon material, and basically it's to help get stubborn smudges off of your camera. This stuff is safe for your lens, okay? Not for your sensor, by the way, just your lenses, your filters, and your viewfinders. Do not, again I repeat, do not use this on your sensor, or you're gonna have to probably get a new one. All right, so and then inside, when you put the cap on and twist it on, basically that will replenish your tip. So after you use the carbon, put back in, and it should replenish your tip. Okay. Okay, next up, I have 2 backup drives. You can either use drives or even these are SSD drives, but you can certainly use flash drives if you need something a little bit smaller and more compact. This is a 500 gig and a 1 terabyte, and so every night after I shoot, I will back it up to my MacBook, all my photos and videos. Then I also back it up to each of the drives, and then the drives can travel with me in different bags, just to make sure that if I lose a bag or one bag gets damaged, I'll always have a additional backup. So with the MacBook, these 2 drives, I'll have 3 backups. You know, maybe that's overkill if you're shooting for personal use, but if you're shooting for work, for paid work, then you definitely want to have a good backup system. And last but not least, the all-important Ziploc bag. I bring a bunch of Ziploc bags, usually different sizes, and sometimes I'll also have just a regular trash bag here. And basically what these are for, especially when you're traveling in extreme climates where you're moving in and out of air-conditioned rooms, or air-conditioned room to like the hot and humid weather outside, like where I am right now, or even if you're shooting in cold weather and you're moving into a heated indoor environment. You want to have plastic bags so that you can put your lenses and your camera bodies in, so that you can equalize the temperature. I think that many of us have experienced this where you're wearing your sunglasses in an air conditioned room and walked outside and all of a sudden, you know, your glasses fog up. The same thing will happen to your camera and lenses, and that's just bad news. That moisture will definitely cause some damage to your gear, so you want to make sure that you protect it. And what I've done is, I'll just show you what we're staying on the 3rd floor of our hotel, and I've already set out my gear here. You see I've got multiple camera bodies, a couple lenses here in some Ziploc bags. These have been sitting out here ever since I got here. Make sure that you store them, make sure that you put them in the Ziploc bag while you're indoors, zip them up and then bring them outdoors. You want to make sure that you inspect these to just ensure that no moisture has accumulated in here, no condensation. Again, these have been sitting outside here since we got here a few days ago. I'm on the 3rd floor of my hotel, so unless there's someone who's willing to climb up to the 3rd floor, I feel like this is pretty safe out here. You know, always going to be at risk of people who, the cleaning folks who might come and go. There's always that risk that they could take it, but you know, when you're staying in a hotel, you kind of have to live with some of that risk, and you know, understand that if stuff gets stolen, you can take it up with the hotel, and hopefully they can help resolve it for you. Fortunately, I never had anything like this stolen from my room, but I also carry equipment insurance, so you know, I feel like it's pretty safe being out here. Okay, so that's it. There's just a few things that I carry with me on all my trips to make sure that my equipment is safe and protected from the elements.